Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to I get a deck in the mail today. It's almost 11 o'clock at night on a Friday. It's 6/13/2025. So I'm a little brain dead, but yeah, I got this deck in the mail today, the Urban Tarot. This deck has been like calling me forever. It's been on my wish list forever, but at the same time, I'm like, do I want it? And then it's 16 bucks, so I bought it on Amazon. It's by Robin Scott. I don't know who published it. It says a map to your inner city, a love letter in 78 cards, a set of symbols made to aid the modern seeker of truth, insight, and magic living in the urban landscape. This unique vision of the tarot comes with an 84-page guide to the deck with commentary by the artist. Don't know who published it. Oh, US Games. Interesting. Did not know that. It's got thumbnails here. And I'm guessing the cards are quite large because it's a very large box here. They're in foil. There's a little note or something in there in the box. Let's get rid of it. Let's look at the book real quick. Yeah, it's tiny text about each card. And I feel like this is a Thoth-based deck. I don't know. I've seen people with the deck, and I just thought it was cool. Now I can't find my knife. I don't think I need it. Hold on. But I feel like it's got a lot of keywords, and that makes me think of Thoth. So I think this might be a Thoth-inspired deck, urban deck. And there's my cat. He's a brat. And they go, sit down, aren't you? You gonna sit down on the camera? Are you smelling the cards? You gotta smell the deck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he gotta smell, like, I'm trying to open it, and he's, like, in it. So here's what the cards look like. It's a little bit, they're large. They're very tall cards. And then, and there's a upper and, yeah, there's an upper and lower border. Let me see. I created the Urban Tarot based upon the belief that the ideas and truths referred to by the tarot are eternal and universal. Some of the images and symbols that have become connected to the cards may no longer resonate with modern readers as they once did. The Urban Tarot is an attempt to reclaim the power of that old magic and bring it within the reach of the 21st century seeker of truth. Too often we are told that magic and wisdom belong only to the forgotten forest, the places untouched by human hands, and to ages long lost to memory. I reject this idea. I look around my world and I see the beauty, the wonder, the magic, in the metropolis, the power under the pavement. This deck is a love letter to my city, my island, and my first muse, New York City. It is dedicated to my beautiful wife, Amy, who makes everything possible, with love and gratitude to all of you who helped make this unlikely dream into a reality. I love that. And it was done in 2015 and then again in 2019. So here it is, the Urban Tarot. Doesn't say anything about, but these are the symbols. So it's the infinite, the fire, water, air, earth element. Okay. So here we have, I gotta make this go out a little bit more because it's a tall deck. Alright, you're not going to see the tops and the bottoms of it. You're going to see just the image. So this is the full. And they're the soft, older US Games cardstock. The Muse, or the Magician, excuse me. The High Priestess. The Empress. Okay. The Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot. This is the reason I wanted this deck. The Chariot is my soul card, and I just thought this was really cool. And it's raining and nighttime, which is different than we normally see in a Chariot card. Justice. The Hermit. That's interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. Strength. The Hanged Man. Death. I found that very powerful. Art. The Devil. The Tower. Interesting. Star. The Moon. Interesting. Look at the things below. The Wolf and the Gator. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. The Sun. The Eon. So that would be the Judgment card. Look at the veterans on the wall. Wow. And the universe or the world. There's a couple renames in there. We have the Ace of Wands. I wish that they had put these in the word and the number inside the photo so we could just completely borderless, because these make it extra tall. And who knows, at some point I might take that off. Number 2 is Dominion, and anytime I see this, and the Aeon card also for the Judgment card, I often think it's a Thoth-based deck, because usually Eon and Dominion are the words for those cards in a Thoth deck. I have a few. I don't read Thoth, but I find it fascinating that some of the decks I'm into are Thoth-based, even though I don't read Thoth. And they're some of my favorite decks, too. 3 of Wands, Virtue. 4 of Wands, Completion. And this very much feels like a Thoth deck. I do have a Aleister Crowley Thoth deck that was given. I bought it for like $8, I think. It was used. And I'd never drawn to it. And I think this is why this took me a while to decide to get this deck, because it reminds me of all the Thoth-based decks I have. This reminds me of that deck the most. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm not drawn to it, you know. 5 of Wands, Strife. 6 of Wands, Victory. 7 of Wands, Valor. I do like the keywords, though. 8, Swiftness. 9 of Wands, Fortitude. See, that doesn't make me think of Wands at all. But it does have the symbol, it looks like, up there. Because as we saw, yeah, gives you the symbols here. So the orange triangle is fire or wands. 10 of Wands is Oppression. And again, anytime I have a Thoth-based deck, it has this word for this card. Knight of Wands, the Rockstar. I love that. Queen of Wands, the Public Defender. Wow. Prince of Wands, the Journalist. Interesting. And the Princess of Wands, the Dancer. Interesting. Got the tattoo here. And this Ace of Cups is stunning. Ace of Cups, and then of course we got the number at the top with the symbol for water. Gorgeous. And there, I don't know if you saw on this one, there's lines down there. It's yellow on the ones, and the wording is yellow, and then it switches colors to the blue lines here on the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups, love. And I've thought of so many decks to pair this with, and let me know if you want to see that video below. Three of Cups, abundance, gorgeous. Four of Cups, luxury. There's spilled milk there, interesting. Five of Cups, disappointment. Six of Cups, pleasure. Seven of Cups, debauch. Interesting. Debauchery. And there's 7 choices. Or they drank them all. That's why it's debauchery or debauch. 8 is indolence. 9 of Cups, I like that sky, is happiness. 10 of Cups, satiety. Knight of Cups, the seducer. There's a little something in the crab in the cup. Queen of Cups, the therapist. And the Prince of Cups, the filmmaker. Princess of Cups, the costume designer. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Is there 5? Just realized that. 9, 10. Then we have 1, 2, 3. No, there's 4. Beautiful Ace of Swords. And the lines are purple, and the wording is purple, and the number is purple, and we got the element here. Ace of Swords, gorgeous. So 2 of Swords is peace. 3 of Swords is sorrow, and this really hit a nerve with me when I first saw this card. 4 of Swords, truce. 5 of Swords, defeat. Oh, hell no. 6 of Swords, science. It's a snake. 7 of Swords, futility. 8 of Swords, interference. I don't like that. It looks like all these snakes down there. Ugh. Creepy. 9 of Swords, cruelty. I have another U.S. Games deck that's not black and white, but it's sepia and black colors. A sepia brown and then a light, like, vanilla color. It has cruelty for that keyword, so I'm guessing this is a Thoth-based deck. 10 of Swords is ruin. Then we have the Knight, the Game Master. Queen of Swords, the Painter. Prince of Swords, the Hacker. And the Princess of Swords, the Activist. I love that. Last one, and of course, anytime you see a Thoth deck, it's disc instead of pentacles, and this says Ace of Disc, and the wording and the lines are green, and it's green up here with the element symbol. So we have the Ace of Disc, and I love that it switched to this yellow and green. 2 is change. 3 of Disc is works. Oh my gosh. My cat was up here a minute ago hissing at me, and now he's over there asleep. 4 is power. Now, I see power two different ways. Because there's a lot of electrical things happening here too. I know it probably means like power. But there's a couple different ways I could see that. 5 of disc is worry. 6 of disc is success. 7 is failure. 8 is prudence. 9 is gain. 10 is wealth. Then we have the Knight of Disc, the gourmet chef. And I like how each of the courts is something different. They're not all one thing. Queen of Disc is the matriarch. I love that. And there looks like Thanksgiving dinner. Interesting. The Prince of Disc is the day trader. And the Princess of Disc is the kindergarten teacher. That's adorable. So let's shuffle. Can tell you now, I can't get my hand around that way to riffle shuffle. So it's going to be a waterfall shuffle, which I've noticed most of my, I can't even do this and shuffle like that. I can't reach it. So I'm going to have to go over this way, overhand, or over like this way, shuffle, or just keep doing this. But it is the softer matte cardstock, and I just shuffled all the extra cards in there too. Interesting. And I think it's a cool deck. It's cheap. If you want to learn Thoth, it's a cheap way of learning Thoth with a more, I don't know, what am I looking for? More, something's flying around there now. Interesting. Something's flying around there. That's weird. And there seems to be nothing there. That's crazy. Hold on. That was weird. Anyway, I don't know where it went or what it was. It might be a fly. I've got a lot of flies going on. It's June. Like, it's getting hot. Yeah, there it comes back. It's a moth or something flying around above. Weird. Anyway, let's pull a card and see what the book says on there before that drives me nuts. Pull the card and look what we got. We got the 10 of Wands, oppression. Craziness. 10 of Wands. Let's see. Swords. And it's exactly how it is in the book. That's a lot. It says, here we have the conclusion of the cycle of wands and the minors, coming all the way from inspiration, a tiny spark, to a roaring fire that consumes and destroys everything else in its path. I can't read this. I don't know what's going on here or what that is flying through here. It's driving me crazy. Okay. All the way from inspiration, a tiny spark, to a roaring fire that consumes and destroys everything else in its path. The 10s each represent the ultimate overexpression of their element. In the case of the wands, the fire of ideals has become the crushing dogma of oppression. Wow. The 10 represents an idea that has become the institution and has gained the power to crush all other ideas. In this card, we have lost all of the hope and freedom of potential in the earlier cards. Strength has been corrupted into cruelty, passion into obedience. Wow. I'm getting full body chills. Wow. I can't wait to do I just thought of all these spreads I could do with this deck. Wow. Okay. Now, there's always a reason why I buy it. Creativity into intolerance. The 10 asks us to step back and consider if we have gone too far, if we have accepted inhumanity and pain in the name of an idea. It is worth remembering that there must always be room for other ideas, other voices than the one you have listened to. The moment we begin to change the world for the better has become the establishment. It is now left to those who will come next to rise up, burn down the walls, we have built and begin the cycle again. Wow. In interpreting this card, I wanted to depict a real, current, and ongoing social oppression that exists in my city. The undeniable reality is that for a black male in his 30s, the odds are about 1 in 10 that he will be in jail on any given day. Racial and ethnic minorities are more likely to be stopped by police, more likely to be arrested, and more likely to be denied bail than whites. As a result, minorities make up more than 60% of our massive population of incarcerated citizens. It is a cumulative systematic bias that undermines the basic principles of our justice system. Wow. There's a lot in this little tiny book. Anyway, and I do like that they put there. Here's the reasons why I chose this card, or chose this image. I do like that, along with the actual divination answer to the card. That's interesting. Anyway, that's my newest deck. Interesting. I've already got like some hits on this. Wow, it's crazy. There's always a reason I buy a deck, that I'm drawn to a deck to buy. Anyway, that's my latest deck. That's the Urban Tarot. It's on Amazon, like 16, 17 bucks. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night.